How long do you think it would take to do everything in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Because the answer might shock you. Today, I will be unlocking all rewards and uncovering all secrets about this game. Here we go, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is here, but where does the Deluxe come from? Well, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was released exclusively for the Nintendo Switch on April 28th, 2017, just a month after the Switch's launch, and it is still the console's most successful game. But Mario Kart 8 was released exclusively for the Wii U on the 29th of May 2014 and became the Wii U's most successful game. I think this reflects people's love for Mario Kart rather than Mario Kart 8 itself, but I still believe that this is the best installment in the series yet. So the Switch version is the almost deluxe version of Mario Kart 8, which includes new characters, improved battle minigames, and the DLC tracks and characters released for the original Mario Kart 8, but is now included in the base game. Now that any confusion is cleared up, it's time to see what I'm up against. Single player. This includes Grand Prix to go for glory and win the golden trophies. Time trials where players can put hours of grinding to the test. Versus race where we can just race, I guess, and battle minigames, which is by far one of the best improvements in this game. Mario Kart 8 for Wii U's minigames were just extremely boring and lazy because it reused tracks which already existed in the game. But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, this is how you do Mario Kart battle minigames. These minigames have a bunch of settings for us to play around with to optimize the experience. These minigames all use the same maps, but I have no issue with that at all. I think they're all pretty decent, with my favourite definitely being Woohoo Town. So let's check out these minigames. In Balloon Battle, all racers have balloons attached to their karts, and the goal is to pop the most balloons out of everyone using the items at hand. Renegade Roundup. Players use piranha plans to try and put the other team into jail. The players on the run can press this button to let their teammates out, and it honestly gets intense at times. Bob-omb Blast. This is the exact same as Balloon Battle, except every item is replaced with the bomb item. This is just hectic. Coin runners. Just collect more coins than your opponents. Definitely the least original idea here, but it can still be a fun time. And finally, Shine Thief. My favourite minigame by far. By holding a shine, its timer goes down, and if you are holding the shine when its timer runs out, you win. It gets very intense, especially when every player on the map is after you because there is only one shine, so everyone wants it. Also, picking the shine from Sunshine over the basic Power Star was an awesome decision. There's also Random Battle, which guess what? Picks a random battle for you. Completing all these mini games gives you nothing, which is fine honestly. Mario Kart isn't really intended to be completed necessarily, but it would also be nice to give the minigames a little more purpose, even if they were just to put a little star by each minigame so I could flex to the kids at school that I beat all of them. Next on the main menu is multiplayer, which is just single player minus the time trials of course. It offers up to 4-player split screen, and I think it's cool that you can beat all the Grand Prix with your friends. I can't remember if this was a previous feature in the series, but it's cool. We also have online play and wireless play, which also allows 2-player split screen. Wireless play allows your friends to join games with you as long as you are using the same wireless connection. This is a much better alternative to using split screen for multiplayer if you and your friends are in the same place. But it is a shame that you can't take on the Grand Prix in this mode. Online adds unlimited replayability to Mario Kart. This is definitely my most played game mode in this game. Playing these games once again doesn't have any completion bonus, which is to be expected, but is a fun way to rack up coins. Scrolling to the very bottom of the main menu, we have play stats. Stick around until the end to see exactly how big we can get these numbers. Amiibo Mii Suits is an awesome use of amiibos and includes a big variety of Nintendo characters outside of the Mario universe, with the best by far being the Kirby amiibo suit. Just admire the beauty of that helmet. Unfortunately, I don't have all of these amiibo suits, but to be honest, I don't think you would have clicked on this video to check out amiibo suits. But the amiibo I do have are Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Link, Kirby, Samus, Toad, Bowser, and Animal Crossing. MKTV. I never realized how cool this feature really was. This is replay mode for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I think it's really interesting to check out. Although I feel like this is just where you come when you're bored, I would recommend you check this out because it makes driving through a banana peel look way cooler than it ever should. The help section is the replacement for being forced into a tutorial, which I definitely appreciate. But I feel like the majority of newcomers wouldn't even know this was here. It's pretty small and very easy to miss on the screen. Toy-Cons, or better known as Nintendo Labo. I don't own this, and I swear on anything I never will. It's cool, but I just wish I wouldn't have to use cardboard to play this. If Nintendo released a sturdier alternative for this mode, I may feel more inclined to try it out, but it just doesn't feel like my thing. Now that we know everything that this game has in store for us, it's time to start the infamous, the dreaded Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Grand Prix. All of the tracks in this game are split into 4 separate cups, so with 48 tracks comes 12 cups to complete. Sounds easy, right? Well, to get 3 stars on a cup, you must win every single race in the cup, which once again is very doable. But once you realise you don't just have to do this once or twice, you have to do this for every CC in this game. 50cc, 100cc, 150cc, 150cc mirrored, and 200cc. That means we have to race and win on every single track in the game 5 times, with each time getting harder. That means at very minimum we have to win 240 races just to beat the Grand Prix. So we need to get a move on. 50cc, low speed fun for everyone. As soon as we pick our CC, we have to then pick our character, and we have Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, Tanuki Mario, Cat Peach, Yoshi, Toad, Koopa Troopa, Shy Guy, Lakitu, Toadette, King Boo, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Baby Peach, Baby Daisy, Baby Rosalina, doesn't make sense to remove her, Metal Mario, Pink Gold Peach, Wario, Waluigi, Donkey Kong, Bowser, Dry Bones, Bowser Jr., Dry Bowser, Lemmy, Larry, Wendy, Ludwig, Iggy, Roy, Morton, Inkling Girl, Inkling Boy, Link, Villager Male, Villager Female, Isabelle, and the Mies. You're supposed to pick a character based on their weight category, but I'm not gonna lie, I suck at Mario Kart, so I am in no place to comment on who the best characters are. I just copy the pros. It's cool to have so many characters, but when it comes to characters like the Koopalings, I just find them extremely boring and all just seem like copy pastes of Bowser Jr. Like, we got 7 Koopalings and I would trade all of them in a heartbeat for Diddy Kong. We also get color variations for Yoshi, Shy Guy, and full on different outfits for the Octolings, which is amazing to see, but at this point they might as well have just gone all out and given characters their own different styles, like a fire suit for Mario and Luigi or something. Link eventually got the Breath of the Wild outfit as a free DLC in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is a cool bonus and I didn't see it coming. But once again, why not go all the way by giving Mario, Peach and Bowser the wedding outfits from Odyssey? That would be amazing. But anyways, onto the racing. $50cc is literally one of the easiest challenges you will ever come across, and when comparing this to higher CCs, 50cc feels like such a drag. This honestly is the same for 100cc. I had absolutely zero trouble beating the Grand Prix on 50 and 100cc, and well, if it does give you trouble, then God help you for when you attempt 200cc. Completing Grand Prix racks up the coin count massively, and this unlocks new kart parts. To obtain 100% completion in this game, I'm going to have to rack up enough coins to unlock every car part in the game. The game allows you to pick your top 6 favorite tracks by giving them a star, so I used 50cc and 100cc to really take my time in figuring out what my favorite tracks actually are. Honestly, this is pretty hard to choose from due to nostalgia reasons, because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe includes tracks from all previous Mario Kart games completely reimagined, which just floods me with such good memories, and the fact that there's nearly 50 tracks in this goddamn game. So I have to pick from Mario Kart Stadium, Water Park, Sweet Canyon, Font Ruins, Mario Circuit, Toad Harbor, Twisted Mansion, Shy Guy Falls, Sunshine Airport, Dolphin Shoals, Electro Dome, Mount Rorio, Cloud Top Cruise, Bone Dry Dunes, Bowser Castle, Rainbow Road, Yoshi Circuit, Excite Bike Arena, Dragon Driftway, Mute City, Baby Park, Cheeseland, Wild Woods, Animal Crossing, Moo Moo Meadows, Mario Circuit, Cheap Cheap Beach, Toad's Turnpike, Dry Dry Desert, Donut Plains 3, Royal Raceway, DK Jungle, Wario Stadium, Sherbet Land, Music Park, Yoshi's Valley, TikTok Clog, Piranha Plant Slide, Grumble Volcano, Rainbow Road, Wario's Gold Mine, Rainbow Road, Ice Post, Hyrule Circuit, Neo Bowser City, Ribbon Road, Super Bell Subway, and Big Blue. Welcome to my top 6 tracks. Yoshi Circuit. Originally from Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube, Yoshi Circuit has always been a favourite of mine. The music's great and it's just a basic chilled out track, with it being the shape of an actual Yoshi, a simple and effective decision. I love this track. Excite Bike Arena. In this track, you will be using non-stop tricks the whole way around using the countless ramps. Anyone can admit that this is a very fun and addicting track to play on, and it is of course based on the Excite Bike game, an old Nintendo game, and uses 8-bit style music. Ribbon Road, from Mario Kart Circuit for the Game Boy Advance. This is one of my favourite tracks visually. We play as little toys driving through a child's bedroom, and we see karts from the game in toy fashion all around the room. We see items from the game used as toys, and baby Mario is a poster boy. This is just a very cool, very fun track that made me go ooh when I played it. Rainbow Road N64. Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 64 is cool, but Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is one of the best tracks I have ever played on. It's beautiful. I love that train that goes around. It's one long track rather than 3 laps, and it's just the best Rainbow Road ever. Mute City, an F-Zero inspired track, is genius. The visuals are so over the top and insane, I love it. And the F-Zero remix they have going on here, oh my god, it's beautiful. This would 100% be my favourite track if it wasn't for another F-Zero inspired track. Big Blue, by far my favourite track in any racing game ever. It has the best music, the best visuals, the most fun to play on, and it's one big track like Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 64. This track feels like it's going down a huge steep slope the entire time, and I love it. I'll never be bored with this track. It's pure perfection in my eyes. The one thing I'm mad about with these F-Zero collab tracks is that there is no Captain Falcon. You know, from Smash. My boy got done dirty by Nintendo, but at least we have an F-Zero inspired kart, which is awesome. With the first 96 races out of the way, it's time for the next 144. 150cc. This is where the difficulty in the game definitely starts to pick up. I got my first loss, but maybe that was just a one-off. I could easily make it the rest of the way with no loss. Oh boy, how wrong I was. 10 losses on 150cc alone. This is kind of embarrassing. I still have much harder challenges ahead, and I'm already losing this much. 150cc has been the ultimate challenge in Mario Kart games up until Mario Kart 8. I remember being younger, 150cc would kick my ass. It definitely feels easier here compared to previous installments, but still offers a challenge. I eventually made my way through these cups, unlocking car parts on the way, and I finally moved on to the next and harder challenge, 150cc. But it's mirrored. And I try to avoid it at all costs. When the tracks were being made, I'm sure they weren't really thinking of how they would be mirrored, and to me, it just doesn't feel right. I can't even give you a reason why I dislike it so much. It could be that I was so used to how their tracks are in their default form after racing in them 144 times. I honestly surprised myself with this mode. The CPU is supposed to be harder, but here I only lost 5 races and won the rest of them. Am I getting good?
No.
By completing the 50cc to 150cc mirrored Grand Prix, we get our first completion bonus of the game. By finishing first in 192 tracks, I earned myself the gold kart. This honestly isn't a bad completion bonus by any means, and judging by this, you can probably take a good guess as to what else we will be unlocking in this game. After celebrating the beauty and glory of my solid gold Mario Kart, it was time to finish what I started. The final set of Grand Prix in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. 200cc. 200cc has always scared me and has always crushed me when I attempted it when I was younger. 200cc was added 28th of April 2015 to Mario Kart for the Wii U as a free DLC update. At the time, it felt physically impossible to ever beat. But then again, I was like 10 years old, and now I am 18 years old, a fully grown man. It's time to face my fears. It was f***ing easy. I'm not even kidding, I literally lost 3 times, which is less than both 150cc and 150cc mirrored. I don't even know if I should be proud or ashamed at how much of a wuss I was for never really giving 200cc a go, but 200cc is by far my favourite cc to play on now, and it honestly makes tracks like Big Blue, my favourite track in the game, feel 10 times more fun. I'm not even kidding, this is the way Mario Kart should be played, and that means the Grand Prix are officially complete. Well over 240 games played, a bunch of car parts unlocked, and a religious awakening to the beauty of 200cc. But what did all this get us? Gold f***ing Mario. This is such a cool completion bonus and something I can flex on online play. I am very happy with this unlock. Another pretty cool feature for beating all the Grand Prix is the menu screens. I've tried my best to show all of these off, but I don't know if I've even seen them all because there's just so many. Very, very cool bonus. Now, we have the Gold Mario and Gold Kart. It kind of feels like there's something missing here. I guess it's time to put my skills to the test, to put everything I've worked for on the line. It's time for the time trials. Going into time trials, we pick the character we want to play as, track we want to time trial, and then we can either pick solo race to make our own personal best on the track, or we can race against a ghost. Racing against a ghost is just racing against a previously set time by either yourself or someone else. We can also race against people's ghosts around the world, but what we will be doing is racing against Nintendo's set time trials. Time trials are pretty simple. You start with 3 mushrooms to use whenever you like, and after 3 laps the time trial is over. And of course, if you race against a ghost, you see their ghost form, I guess. The Nintendo staff ghosts don't have crazy impressive times on the track, so time trials really aren't as hard as I anticipated, but that's not to say that I didn't struggle. I lost over and over and over again. Time trials is by far the hardest challenge that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe can offer to players. There are so many important things to consider when speedrunning these tracks. You need to know exactly where you are going to use the mushrooms. Using a mushroom in the wrong place will cost you the entire time trial. Picking the correct character and kart for each track is also important. I tended to copy what the world record holders used because I really don't know what I'm doing here. But once again, using the wrong combination will cost you the race. You also need to plan what coins you will pick up and what shortcuts you're going to use. And a new term I learned called a NISC. A NISC is a no item shortcut. I attempted a few, but I am god awful at the game and they are extremely hard to pull off sometimes. All of this sounds scary and stressful, but don't get me wrong, this was easily the funnest part of the game for me and I loved it. My favourite track to race on was probably Yoshi's Circuit. I just loved the waterfall shortcut and how twisty and turny this track is. And finally, after, get ready, 65 losses on time trials, I finally pulled through. I don't even know if I should be embarrassed by that, but I'm just happy I was able to finish them all. Playing through time trials, I collected a huge amount of coins. Specifically over 3,100 coins. 3,100 coins is the amount of coins you need to unlock all karts and kart parts in the game, so we can check that off the list. Well, almost all of them. Completing all staff ghosts in time trials unlocks our next completion bonus, the golden wheels. We almost have everything, but how do we get the final piece? 200cc time trials is what you would think, but nope. We need to collect 5,000 coins. Think about it for a second. Everything I have done in the game so far only just got me 3,100 coins. And now with everything complete, I need to go out of my way to get an additional 1,900 coins. This is fine if you're playing the game normally, but I'm trying to make a video here. So, here comes the cheese tactics in this game. I set up a 2-player race with no CPU, 200cc and on Moo Moo Meadows. I put the game on auto drive and just let the game play itself. This racks up coins extremely fast, but it still took a while. But finally, it may be kinda cheating and a little anticlimactic, but I have now done everything in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And what did this get me? The gold glider. The gold Mario combination is finally complete. This, in my opinion, is worth hours of grinding for. This is such a beautiful set. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe may have drained me and put my skills to the test over and over again, but I would definitely do it all over again, and I can't recommend doing this enough. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best game in the series yet. So, how long does it take to do everything in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Well, first, let's check out the stats. 1,989 kilometers driven, 5,000 coins collected, 12,153 drifts, 5,831 mini turbos, and yeah, you get the idea. Very, very cool. Now, finally, it's time to see how long it took me to do everything in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. 45 hours. That is way more than I actually expected. How long do you think it would take you to complete everything in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Thank you so much for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.